Speaking of the flying, it was a bit daunting for me to figure out what to do about the flying. I knew from the beginning we weren't going to be given enough time to tech all this. So I certainly couldn't ask the PSM to say, hold please, while we adjusted presets for dozens of positions along the flight paths. I considered all kinds of options, including autopilot, but ruled this out because the system, as you know, requires, I think it's 3 lines of sight to the receivers to function properly. And you could see, given the set, that was going to be tricky to accomplish. So we decided to do a rather elementary version. I'm going back to the PowerPoint. So can we go back to the PowerPoint before we play this video? We decided to do this in a very different kind of way, which was using party balloons. And you can see there are helium-filled party balloons there. What we did was we got the flying coordinates from the fly automation department. We translated this information into a connect the dots series of points along every flight path. At each dot, we put one of those helium balloons in the air that you can see and focused all the moving lights, all the appropriate ones that would make those shots to each of these points. And then we created a series of follow-on cues that linked all the points together. And when initiated at the right time, they pretty accurately followed the flight. We first tested our work with sandbags, flying sandbags, which were eventually swapped out with actors. And as you probably read in the newspapers, I can attest there were times that the humans received similar treatment to the sandbags. There are a multitude of other challenges that would be hard to talk about in 20 minutes. Let's just say there was a lot to deal with. Now I'd like to show this next video. It's, again, a very short clip, if we could. This is at the very beginning of the show, the first minute or two in, but I think it shows you the sort of the scope of what we're dealing with.